Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We have another great, podcast in store for you. Today, we have our sister Shakira. We interviewed her before when she was living in Uganda with her fiance Mark. She's now transitioned to America, and we're just going to do a follow-up interview just to see how things are going with her, how she's adjusting to her new life and everything. So, hi Shakira, how you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Brandon. How you doing?
Good, good. So I guess I'll just get right into it. The first question I had was, uh, what was the most surprising thing about American culture when you first arrived? Like, what's the first thing you noticed that surprised you?
What really surprised me is how people keep to themselves. Like literally, people here don't associate with others like the way
Yeah.
it is in Africa. Like everybody keeps to him or herself. Like they don't want to talk to people. Like you can talk to somebody today and they smile at you, and when you talk to them tomorrow, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to reply to you. So that is far different from the things that are done in my country.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, I've noticed that too. Like when I went back to Uganda, um, I noticed that it's more family oriented. People talk to each other more. People socialize with each other more. In America, we tend to get so busy in the hustle and bustle that we don't find time to stop and talk to people and actually get to know them. It's like hi bye, and then you never see them again. So yeah, that is
But
a big difference.
okay, yes, it is burning, but it's not that everybody here is working really really hard. I to my because I have been in the US working industry for about 4 months now. I think
Mhm.
I have noticed that I think it's just like nature. Like it's just them, like Americans. That's the way they are. Like
It's the
they are literally,
culture.
yeah, it's the culture. Because in my country, there are some days that I used to go to work like maybe 36 hours, and then I go out and associate with my friends. But here, I think it's just the culture. Like people don't want to like they mind their own business.
Yes, yes. Americans are big on that minding their own business. Like they don't want to get into anybody else's business and they don't want someone else getting into their business. Or it's kind of like in a way, like I know a lot of times in Uganda, Ugandans don't like talking about their personal life or finances out in public. They like to
Mm,
keep that private and close to themselves because they're worried about other people hearing about their business.
mm.
I think in a way Americans kind of do the same thing. They kind of keep to themselves because they're worried about maybe letting the wrong person in and the wrong person doing something wrong to them. So they can be kind of standoffish at first. They'll have up this wall and you kind of penetrate the wall, but it takes a while before they let you in. They won't just welcome you in with open arms like they do in Uganda. I know first time I met somebody, they want to give me a big hug and bring me in close.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just takes a little time for Americans to warm up to you. But let's see. Another question I had:
Mm.
how did your family and friends in Uganda react when you told them you were moving to the U.S. to marry someone that you met off of TikTok? How did they react to the whole TikTok getting married experience?
Actually, I think my family didn't take it bad because I before I got married to Mark, we were in the we were in a relationship for about um I can say about 2 years or 1 year and a half. So
Okay.
they didn't take it bad, and everybody knows America is the dream of every African. So they just keep supporting you. Please go, please go. They be pushing you to go because they know it's America. Like literally, they want you to be there because they know you're gonna be better. And then according to the movies that we keep watching, it shows us America has very good people, great opportunities and everything. So they always take the perception from the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
America can be like that sometimes, but not all the time. Like any other place, any place you go is going to have the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I think that the movies might just show one part of America. They don't show the whole picture, so it can be a little misleading. Uh, the movies can. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see.
they already knew Mark, so they were okay with him, and they were like, "Okay, you take your wife."
All right, so they encouraged it because they knew you would be moving to America and making a better life for yourself.
Yes, and then they knew that I'm going into marriage because they had already met Marcus and he had already asked for my hand in marriage. So it is they knew that at one time it had to happen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What else do I have here? What was the biggest challenge you faced during the 90-day fiance process, and how did you overcome it?
I think the wait was so long
Oh
to
yeah.
what I expected. I expect the beginning part of it when I was trying to arrange the paperwork, me and Mark and I, like we read and it was showing that the K1 visa takes about 60 months, like sorry, 6 months. So
Hmm.
I thought it's gonna be that short, but the wait was so long. Like it really drained me up because I was expecting it to take 6 months and it took like 18 months, and that is so long. Like I felt like it is too much, and then getting to the US, I have to do another adjustment. That is another process.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel you on the time thing. I'm still doing the process with Hajar, and we're like 3 years into the process. So
Yeah.
after a while, you just get ready. You want to be over it. You're done filling out all the forms, getting all the information. But yeah, but once it's done, I guess it was worth it, right? And once you got through with everything, was it worth the process?
Yeah, it's worth it, the process. It's worth the process. But the wait is not so good.
Yeah, they take their time. They take their time with the paperwork. Let's see. Next one I got. Um, how has your relationship with Mark evolved since moving to the U.S. And what's been the most expected thing about married life?
Married life is not as easy as everybody portrays it.
Yeah, that's
Because
another thing the movies try to over exaggerate.
exactly. Because it's not like the life that we all keep watching, and maybe like I the first time, because I had been with Mark like for 1 month before in Uganda, but coming
Hmm.
here it was a long time. Like I was to be with him for the rest of my life. And to be honest, it was not easy because you're gonna start getting picky about specific stuff, and then you're gonna see the real him, and then because like everything gets a bit weird, and then
Yeah,
he's gonna be the funny thing comes with the fact that he has to be working and you're gonna be home waiting for your paperwork, and then you're gonna be angry out of the blue all the time because you don't have money. You just sit there, you have nothing to do. So it used to trigger me a lot, and then he comes back, I get angry, I get pissed because I feel bored, because you get bored and try to find something to do, and
right.
it yeah, so it messes
So
up
how
the
did
day.
you finally end up? How did you finally end up getting your job? Because you're currently working now, right?
Yes, I am. So at first, when I came at first when I filed for my adjustment of status, because I came to the US in October, I think the 30th, 29th to 30th. I
Hmm.
got married November 3rd, and it was a court wedding at so. Then in December the 12th, the 8th, we filed for the adjustment of status. And as I was waiting for my adjustment of status, I used to apply for jobs. So I was trying to create my luck and everything. So I did my biometrics, and my work permit got approved, work permit and travel document. And then I decided to look for a job. I first worked in a nurse. It's let me say it's not a nursing home, but it's somebody's home.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was not easy. It wasn't easy. I would not advise anybody to go for that. Yes, it's very like it's the easiest job you can ever get, but it's not easy. So I worked there for about a month and I stopped working. That's when I got the opportunity to work at the RDU International Airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do at the airport?
It's security work. I
Okay.
can't I can't go so much into details
Okay.
because it involves the immigration and all that.
Top secret stuff, huh?
Not
Okay.
top secrets, but yeah, some you
Okay.
just be the neutral
Um.
part.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. What else do I have here? What are some of the things you miss most about Uganda, and how do you incorporate elements of your homeland into your new life?
Um, the most things I do miss, I miss the food. I really do miss the fresh food, like literally
Yeah.
this fresh food. Then I miss the other thing I miss like being with people, going out, the live
Hmm.
bands. I don't think it's as fun as it is in Uganda because I haven't tried to go out over here, but I don't think it's so fun.
Well, every city and every state in America is different. Just like, Kampala is known to be the party central of Africa. There's other parts in America that are known for, more partying than others. I guess it depends on where you're living and what's
Um,
available to you where you live. But the food, yeah, I definitely get you on the food. The food is not as fresh as it is in Uganda. You can't leave your eggs out on the counter in America. Um, the milk comes in a container. The fruits and the vegetables taste totally different. Probably the closest thing you could get to finding food over there that's like in Uganda is probably going to like a farmer's market. I don't know if they
oh,
have one out there. If you get online and type in farmer's market near me, it might give you some options, but that'll probably be the closest thing to how Uganda food is. Because I know once you have food in Uganda, if like let's say you ate an apple, it was probably pulled from the garden that day, or some
mm,
avocado.
mm,
And that's a big difference. The avocado in America is very heavy. It's not
yeah,
light and fluffy like it is in Uganda. So I know
yeah,
that's a big adjustment getting used to the food
yeah.
difference.
Mm. Yeah, I haven't gone to the farmers market yet, but Mark said he will take me. We haven't just gotten the time to because I still had some of my Ugandan food. I packed like 4 suitcases of full of food, so I had some
Really?
some
Okay.
yeah. So
So did you
some
start your own garden over there?
no, no. It's just
Okay.
like I eat a small portion, so
Okay. And if you ever get homesick, I heard Boston is the city to go to. That's where the second Kampala is located. I think Boston has the biggest community of Ugandans living in America is in Boston. So if you ever
oh,
get homesick, that's the place to go.
okay, I'll try it out. I'm not sure when, but I'll try.
Okay. Um, let's see. Next question I have. What advice would you give others considering a similar move or international relationship?
The advice I would give them is that not to expect a lot. And then to have like to really work with their partners during the process because the process gets hard either way, either on the side of the man or the side of the woman. It's always hard. Like,
Mhm.
and then to be ready to be patient and
Yes.
try to adjusting.
Yes, being patient and adjusting, that's probably the two biggest parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have here? Okay, this is an interesting one. How has your TikTok experience influenced your new life in the US? And do you continue to use the platform to connect with others and share your journey?
Oh yes, I do, but I don't do it all the time because I'm always working most of the time.
Hmm.
So um I'm not so much on it, but I once in a while, maybe once in a week, I go live and then talk to people and all that. So
That's good. That's good.
yeah.
Because I'm
Hmm.
sure you get questions all the time from your Ugandan people. They always asking you how is it, and they want to know about your experience. So that's a good way to stay connected with them.
Yes, yes, I really do. My TikTok is still showing the Ugandan version. I haven't changed it to the US version because I really need
Hmm.
to also get updated with what is happening in my country.
Okay. Let's. Here's one. What are some of the things you're looking forward to exploring or achieving in your new life in the U.S.? Is there any goals or anything you have set for while you're over there?
Oh yeah. Um, as we said in our first video, the first interview you took with Mark, we really want to venture into real estate, and we are looking forward to that. And
Okay.
then I myself, I really feel like I want to do better for myself because yes, America is the land of opportunity. It's up to you to either work or fail to work. Like it's really one place that you can't go and you don't regret coming over here because of the system. The system is really good. So you have a chance to develop yourself and to build up yourself. It's up to you if you don't want to build up yourself. So I
Mhm.
really want to build myself, Mark and I, so that we can be better in the next maybe 5 years and all that. And then I need to work on my credit. Credit, credit, credit.
Yeah, you
It's
got to build
something.
up that credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well,
mm-hmm.
my phone is getting ready to die. I'm on like 4% power, but I
Mm.
appreciate you taking the time today to answer these questions. I wish you all the best of the luck on your new life in America, and we'll be checking in on you guys from time to time to see how things are going.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And say hello to Hajara and the baby.
I will do that. I will do that. Take
Uh,
care.
okay. Take care too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.